The one who lives in it, or the one who conquers it? Who gets to write history? The people who bled, or the people who won? They taught brave sailors crossing oceans blue, a hero chasing horizons into something new. Maps on the wall, little ships in a row, a story so polished it practically glowed. But nobody asked who was already there, who buried their fathers, who whispered their prayers, who hunted, who traded, who laughed, who cried, who watched strange sails appear on the tide. Oh, the world was breathing before Europe arrived. The world was speaking, the world alive. Cities and nations, stories and names, but history remembers power and power remembers fame. Say it enough and it becomes truth, printed in books and handed to the youth. Build a monument, paint and break, then bury the bodies beneath the praise. Columbus didn't discover shit, the world was living when he arrived. Children were laughing, nations alive. You can't discover what was never lost, but you can hide the truth of what it cost. Columbus didn't discover shit, the lies survive because it paid. Wrapped conquest up in a hero's name. You can't discover what was never gone, you can only pretend nobody was home. The cross in one hand, the crown in the other, gold in the eyes, profit under the cover. Every empire says heaven is near, while somebody else's land disappears. Take a homeland, call it expansion. Take resistance, call it savagery. Take the dead, call them unfortunate. Take the wealth, call it destiny. History isn't written in facts alone, it's written by whoever controls the throne. And every generation inherits the page until somebody tears through the veil of the age. Say it enough and it becomes a law. Teach it to children without the flaws. Leave out the grief, leave out the names, leave out the people beneath the fame. Columbus didn't discover shit, the world was living when he arrived. Children were laughing, nations alive. You can't discover what was never lost, but you can hide the truth of what it cost. Columbus didn't discover shit, the lies survive because it paid. Wrapped conquest up in a hero's name. You can't discover what was never gone, you can only pretend nobody was home. Handprint turkey hanging on the refrigerator door, construction paper pilgrims smiling like folklore. I was halfway through my life before I learned there was more than the story they repeated every November before. They taught brave sailors maps and stars, 3 little ships sailing oceans far. Never taught what happened after the shore, never taught what the gold was really for. Because history loves heroes, empire loves myths, and nothing sells conquest quite like innocence. Tell the children friendship, tell the adults trade. Leave out what happened when the balance changed. Leave out the land, leave out the graves, leave out the nations that refuse to fade. Leave out the treaties, leave out the theft, leave out how little of the truth was left. Because it's easier to celebrate than explain, easier to wave flags than examine pain. Easier to say, that's the past, close the book, and stare at the cost, and actually look. You call it discovery, I call it marketing. The first rebranding, a long line of them. Take a homeland, call it opportunity. Take a people, call them obstacles. Take the dead, call them unfortunate. Take the profit, call it destiny. Take the guilt, call it history. New to who? New to the mother teaching the child by the river. New to the old man buried beneath cedar roots. New to the villages waking with the sunrise. New to the nations whose names were already written across the land. New to who? The forests knew them, the rivers knew them, the mountains knew them, the sky knew them. Only the map was new. Columbus didn't discover shit. The world was living when he arrived. Children were laughing, nations alive. You can't discover what was never lost, but you can hide the truth of what it cost. Columbus didn't discover shit. The crime was never what he found. The crime was who got written out. And history doesn't heal when we look away. It heals when we finally say what happened. Don't tell me to tear down the statue. Tell me the whole story. Tell me every name. Tell me every grave. Tell me every lie dressed up as glory. Then ask me what deserves remembering.